welcome to the first match of the day, I should say. Day number 25 for StarLadder Star Series Season 5, and we are actually running towards the end of the StarLadder online group stages, and the official end day of that is actually the 18th of March, so that's next week. Until then, this is what you're gonna have to deal with. The scores are as followed. We see No Tidehunter standing all the way at the top. They have a guaranteed spot to Kiev. Even if they lose all their games right now, they would still be in the top 4. So they are doing really well, and they will be going through. Fnatic has to win one more to be able to have that same score, or at least to be able to have the same amount of points, and then still be guaranteed a spot. For now, it looks like it will be Virtus.pro and then either Mouse or Empire that will be going through. And Mouse or Empire, it really depends on the game that comes on Thursday, where Mouse Sports is still going to be up against Virtus.pro. If Mouse Sports wins that, then Virtus.pro will be on the same boat as Empire. If Mouse wins that, or if Virtus.pro wins that, Mouse Sports will be on the same boat as Empire. So that's that. I know, boats, etc. But we have here eL'Pride, 6 wins since losses. They're looking quite good. RoX, also not doing too bad. I mean, they are still, I think they still have to win at least 1 or 2 more to make sure that they're not going to be dropped down to Pro Series, but it all depends on the results of the other teams as well. For now, we're going to see, I think it's going to be a good game between these two teams. They have been switching rosters a couple of times, though. We have got a full roster for RoX again, so that is good. eL'Pride is still having to do without 2 of their normals, at least having to play with 2 stand-ins. But these two teams, I kind of estimate them on about the same level. Maybe with RoX's new lineup, who knows what they can do with that, but we'll see. We are way up in the draft because they went really fast. So we have no Magnus, and also no Nyx Assassin. With the Wisp and the Batrider being banned out as well, it is actually not a Coddle that gets picked up that early. Because if you look, it is actually Lone Druid that was picked up by eL'Pride as the first pick, then the Lifestealer and the Gyrocopter, then the Chen and the Earthshaker, and then the Coddle. So Coddle was picked as the very last hero here, being ignored until the very end. We have got, of course, Lone Druid already up on eL'Pride, so that's going to be a nice solo laner for them, and a Chen to go into the jungle, already giving that away. Earthshaker as support, so they kind of need only a solo lane and a hero to go together with the Earthshaker. A ranged carry, I'd say. So what we see is a solo lanes ban out. RoX, they have banned out 3 different solo lane heroes with the Queen of Pain and the Brewmaster and the Warlock. If we look at RoX lineups for themselves so far, they have got 2 lanes sorted. Gyrocopter probably mid with the Lifestealer on the safe lane supported by the Coddle. And that will lead to them still having to need 1 solo lane. That's going to be the Puck most likely then. And then either a jungle hero or a support. And it looks like eL'Pride, they tried to ban out a couple of solo heroes with the Darkseer out of the pool and the Broodmother. A Darkseer who actually made it to the 2nd banning phase, so quite interesting to see that. And the support they don't want to be facing is a Rubik. They are still, of course, a Bane and a Shadow Demon in the pool. As well as, well, I think I'm forgetting something. No, the Bane and the Shadow Demon is basically the 2 that I mean.
10 seconds remaining.
Weaver was the pickup for eL'Pride, so that's going to be either their solo lane, because he could definitely be going solo, or it's going to be their carry, and it looks like it's going to be their carry. Now we have seen from, that was actually from the other team, Clockwork has been picked up by RoX a lot as their support, so they can't pick that up anymore. And Clockwork is of course considered a hero that's very good against Lifestealer. His power cogs just can totally shut him down in a fight if placed correctly. I gotta see the last pickup from RoX. Is it gonna be another support, or is it gonna be a jungle hero? Of course, I mean, with the Chen on eL'Pride already, if they don't pick a jungle hero, well, then they would be kind of behind from the get-go, because Chen will get farming experience in the jungle, while RoX won't have anybody that does that for him. And there are still plenty of options there too. I mean, there are still, of course, the Enigma and the Enchantress in the pool. So those might be a hero that we might see, but that's not the case. It was the support that I didn't mention, and we don't see that often either. It is a Witch Doctor. I do like it. It's nice against the Lone Druid, I have to say. If the Lone Druid is too close to his bear, of course you can bounce him around. It's nice against the Chen, against the Chen's creeps more importantly. I'm mostly talking about Paralyzing Cask at the moment. It's also okay against Clockwork, I guess. If he locks himself into cogs, I mean, the curse will hit regardless the Melodic that is. But we'll see how it's gonna go, because we don't see him that often being played. And the reason for that is like, he needs a couple of levels to be effective. So he needs about level 3. Let's say level 3. And then
10 seconds
there
remaining.
are of course supports that are more effective at level 1 already, and you can't expect your supports to get those levels really fast. And then later on in the game you have supports that are also can mean a lot more, like a Shadow Demon, etc. So that's why he normally doesn't get picked up, or at least that's what I've been told when I asked that question at some point. I'm always checking if there is a different HUD skin there, but there's no HUD skin there. I know, I said HUD skin. It's cool. Anyways, let's see who's going to be playing what. We have got eL'Pride sitting on the dire side. It is going to be Chen that is falling from the sky. That looks awkward. I think, well, maybe he's jumping up. But he will be played by Android. It will be Lolik on the Lone Druid, Massacre playing the Weaver, Hakon on the Earthshaker, and then Riku as the last stand-in played by the Clockwork. We jump ourselves over to the Radiant side where we see Sharvik and playing the Puck. We see Dread on the Garrocop, the newest member, together with Sharvik. Well, Sharvik was already here officially since a couple of days. We have Hardy playing the Keeper of Light, Yul on the Witch Doctor, and last but not least, it is of course Basils who's going to be playing the Lifestealer. And that kind of means that we are going to be seeing, well, normally it's Sharvik taking on the mid lane. So I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to be doing here. He looks to be going into the mid lane. Hello? I was going to say they didn't have a courier yet. Now they do. Good, good. But he looks to be going to the mid lane. Picked himself up a couple of items, but still has some gold to save for his fast bottle. But still, we'll see if that's indeed going to be the case. Looks like we're going to see a re-spin up on Dread. Going to be going probably towards the bottom lane. But then who is going to go top? Or is it going to be an aggressive lane on the top lane and someone solo farming bottle? In which case it could be either Basils or the guy or Dread. Either could be doing that. Level 1 Roshan, by the way, being going on right now outside. With the bear they can do that. Clockwork also a very tanky hero. It is all possible. Gemini attack helping out, and Earthshaker just standing at the ready for a Fisher if needed. And just waiting for his turn to tank up something as the rest is waiting with healing potions. They should be able to take it down. Should be getting a nice level advantage. And, well, he can't soon die. Pauses and unpauses. Tactical pause is something that I definitely needed, and there's no way RoX has any idea that this is going on right now. And there's gonna be the Roshan Aegis. It's gonna get picked up by Riku, so he's gonna go to the off lane. Probably. And we'll see where everybody's gonna go. Haystrom picked up by the Weaver. That's nice. If he has to get himself all the way to the top lane, then it might be nice. They will be missing all the first creep wave by the looks of it. We do have an aggressive trial lane with Yul, Hardy, even Basils. And then indeed it's going to be Dread on the bottom lane, and then in the mid lane this is indeed going to be Sharvik. Riku is going to stick in the mid lane by the looks of it, with the bottom lane being reserved for Lolik and his bear, though the bear has to of course go back to base after being harassed quite a bit by Roshan. Android in the jungle, and then a dual lane up top with the Earthshaker supporting the Weaver, as expected actually, but as I said during the draft. And a courier flying through, because there's already a flying courier, of course. That's what you have if you pick up the Roshan so fast. I mean, it's normally if you have an aggressive tri lane, you're fine. You're gonna be up against 2 level 1s and stuff. Actually, Earthshaker, he was not in range for the Roshan experience. This is not good for him. So he is still gonna be a target of very high priority. For the Weaver, however, I mean, he's level 3 right now versus level 1s. He is gonna be feeling quite confident, as he'll just let Hakon land some fissures if he needs to. Basil's gonna open up on Android, but here comes a clap from the Ursa Warrior. There comes a paralyzing cast, as I said. Doesn't help, but there's an Ursa around there, Illuminate to go through, but Android is gonna be able to stay alive. Basil's taking a large test of fate, another fissure coming through. Can't escape right now. There's gonna be a clap, but that doesn't hit, and there's nobody else to help out there. No first blood on the board. But it just goes to show how fast it can go. Of course, the Fissure, an ability that is basically you pick up Earthshaker for the Fissure. Earthshaker is Fissure. And if you have a level 1 situation, the Fissure is one of the most powerful spells at level 1.
Invisibility.
Purely because of the... Not just because of the damage, but just also because of, you know, the obstacle, and it stays around for a long time, and the stun and everything. It's very strong. So he can sit back and he can turn those initiations around. As long as he gets a Fisher off, he will be able to save his team, or he should be able to save his team, unless like they're way far, you know, over their head. And Android will be able to help out again as well, even though he's kind of low on HP right now. Mana will be a backup with the Ring of Bacillus, but his HP is quite low. Illuminate's going to be doing a lot of damage to Massacre here. He has to be careful about that, even though he's a couple levels ahead, but he is still a Weaver, and Weavers are known for squishiness, so he should be still careful, especially with that Illuminate, if it's going to get skilled up. Of course, Keeper of Light's still level 2, so for now, you know, not really that big of an issue, but it should be, you know, he should be careful. And he is indeed going to go back to base to heal up. In the meantime, it is Dread that is doing okay on the bottom lane. 12 for 6 for him right now, with Lolik being on 8 for 5. So Dread getting the better of this one for now. Though he is, well, I have to say, he was ahead on levels, of course, with that Roshan kill. But for now, look at that. The difference is almost nothing anymore. And Dread, nice job for him to catch up with that one. Looks like we're going to have a rotation with Yol and Hardy, but the creep chased them down, so couldn't do it anymore. Well, to be fair, it's okay to gank up with Clockwork. He is okay to get. I think he should be able to get ganked. He will still have his cogs, but if you have got the puck there and Illuminate to go through, there should not really be that much that he can do to actually try and get away from that place. On the other side, if eL'Pride decides to gank up on the mid for Sharfik, that's probably not going to happen because it's a puck. Puck are escape artists. Pucks. Puck. 1 puck, 2 puck. I think that one. Yeah. Well, we'll see. For now, nobody should really die in the mid lane unless Riku makes a big mistake. Looks like Sharfik is going to try if there's a top rune, bottom rune, but it is indeed bottom, yeah. The Clockwork getting the wrong end of the stick as we have taking a lot of damage. Where did this bear go? Did this bear just die? No, he didn't. Bear is very low also, though. Still no first blood on the board. Normally in an aggressive tri-lane, you'd expect that first blood to be there already. But just with the level difference and of course with the Fisher around there, I think eL'Pride is doing a good job at shutting it down, unless they can actually get themselves a first blood. Yes, they can. Bye, Hardy. And of course a Shakushi level 3. Hello, Hookin. Riku gonna take a lot of damage from the tower though. I'm not sure if that should be it, but he has the Aegis. Wanted to waste it. Joel gonna go down. That's a double kill for the Weaver. Can they get more? Another Fisher. Not gonna happen. The Rage is first. There will be a Fisher soon again though. There it is. Boom. No. Where? What? No. They back off. Okay, no more Fisher. Massacre doesn't want to be here anymore. He doesn't have mana for a time lapse. And he has to be very careful there. There is no Hand of God just yet. Even though Android comes out, push the tower. He's gonna send Massacre back to base. Just in time for the Illuminate. Fisher still going through to stop Basils from going through. Here comes Flare again. Tower is in deny range, so they kind of want to take it down still if they can with a troll. It might actually be possible. No, it might not be. You'll get in the deny. So that's the first tower going down. Nice rotation from eL'Pride. And they just wanted to use that Aegis that was still up on the Clockwork, and they did it successfully. Level 6 up on the clock, of course. He demonstrated that. He had that hook at the start of the fight. He did give Sharfik a bit of extra time to farm. If you look at the last hits and the nice, it's all RoX that is in favor of that one. 28, 28, 26. So doing a very good job. Riku gonna be sending a flare, gonna be able to. Oh, he's gonna know. He's not gonna die. He is not gonna die. He's actually gonna hook in. It's gonna be Sharfik that's gonna have to run away from this one. He will be able to do that. In the meantime, it is the Witch Doctor that goes down in the top lane with Massacre still getting a curse up on him, but apparently the Witch Doctor couldn't do anything there anymore, so he gets himself a 3rd kill on the board, and that is a killing spree for Massacre. In the meantime, the bottom lane not really rotated yet. Curious to see when they're going to be doing that. I don't think Dread wants to really do that just yet, and he has got kind of free farm here. Probably not as free farm as he would have liked to have with that Lone Druid there, but he's doing okay on the farm for sure. And he can arrest the bear quite heavily as well with that flak gun, and he actually didn't expect anything in home missile, surprisingly. But all the more damage in the rocket barrage, of course, than the flak cannon. Hardy has only got a ward in his inventory, and we have also got Yol rotating bottom. Maybe they want to try to take down a Lone Druid. Lone Druid is level 7 though, and Yol's level 3, with the Keeper of Light level 3 as well. It's a hard thing to do, especially without a real shutdown. I mean, yeah, you can consider the paralyzing cast as a kind of a shutdown, but it's not a real shutdown, at least not that hard for that long. Though, as I said already during the draft, if you have your bear close by and you're running back at the same time, you will be getting annoyed by that paralyzing cast, because it will bounce between the two of you, and that is something that you can dodge it. It's just skill based, I guess. We're gonna assume that RoX can actually do that, or eL'Pride in this case, because of course it's Lollik with the bear. We'll see though. We'll see. Bear is already very low on HP as well. Not gonna try it for now. Entangle. We saw him waiting for that paralyzing cast. If Lollik would have come close, that would have been it. In the meantime, it is gonna be Sharpik. Instant trouble here. Hand of God going through. Sharpik gonna be able to get himself out of that one, but oh, he gets a kill. It is Riku that drops Sharpik. We'll get a Fisher in the face. No! Phase shift there! Hakon now in a lot of trouble. There's no mana left on the pocket. He does have a waiting rift, and he actually used it and gets himself a double kill. Nice job. In the meantime, Basil's pops a rage to get away from the Weaver. Well, Weaver getting away from him. But that is Sharpik getting a double kill in the middle lane, and basically with those 2 kills, turning the entire balance of the game around, because he now definitely has won that middle lane. Like 100%. We have got a pause. We've got the gold graph going the way of eL'Pride, but you can contribute that to the tower that already went down to the top lane, of course, and the first blood money. Maybe even the Roshan, but yeah, but by this time the Roshan effect's already a bit diminished, as we have got the experience graph saying about the same story. Started off, of course, in favor of eL'Pride because of the Roshan, and then went a bit up for the first blood, and now went down with those 2 kills on the board for RoX. As Joel's trying to get some more levels in the mid lane. And Dread, kind of curious to see what he's going to go for. Is he going to go for that drums build? He did pick up face boots. I think drums would be a logical step next. We'll find out. Basil's in the meantime farming up his life stealer. I mean, if you look at this late game, you have got a Basil's, of course, farming together with a Gyrocopter. So that's 2 carries on the side of RoX, with a lone druid and a Weaver. Lone druid is a good carry. Weaver, I think Weaver is very situational. If he is allowed to farm very well, if he can continue his farm, though after those kills he kind of didn't get any more last hits than he had before, so in that sense he's kind of behind. But if he can get his items up, then he will be definitely a strong force. But if the game goes even later than that, then you will have Basils with full items, you'll have a Gyrocopter with full items, and the Weaver will still be squishy as he was before. We have got reconnects back in. Oh, but someone else disconnects instead. Well, that's nice now, isn't it? Drinking some water in the meantime. Ah, the reconnect goes back in. Clockwork is back on the board. There we go. Kind of wondering when Lollik is thinking he's ready to farm, ready to join fights. He is not farming all too well. He's only got 21 lasts, now 22. If you compare that to the Gyrocopter, he's got 45. That's a major difference. Now some of those might be jungle picks, but it doesn't matter. Then the difference is still quite big. We're actually gonna pop the net worth so you can just see it. The 2 carries that I just mentioned for eL'Pride, they were Lone Druid and Weaver. Now Weaver is doing okay on the net worth, but that's the only one. Lone Druid, I mean, for his team he's doing okay. I mean, he's still on the top 2 together with the other carry. But if we look at RoX's lineup, they've got a lot more gold to their name, even with being a tower behind, and with being a kill behind, and with being a Roshan behind. They are still ahead on that net worth. For the top 3 anyways. Of course, the main difference that you see in this gold graph not just comes from the top 3, but comes also from the supports, and from just the fact that it's more even on the side of eL'Pride than it is on the side of RoX. And that is the Roshan, of course, and the tower that help out with that. And we're seeing if Riku comes back. In the meantime, of course, by the way, the games that are gonna come up later today are, or after this one I should say, not later today, it's just after this one. We're gonna be seeing no Titans are taking on Foda. It's basically gonna be the number 1 against the number 16. We're gonna see if Foda can pull off an upset in that game. And after that, we should have a very enjoyable match between Virtus Pro and 3D Max. And 3D Max is definitely capable of throwing an upset. They can do that. They have had those games. We know 3D Max. They can definitely get their foot in the door. Now for them, it doesn't really matter that much anymore if they win or lose, I think. But for Virtus Pro, it definitely matters. Because if they lose one more game, no matter against who, they will be putting themselves even with Empire and therefore not having a guaranteed spot in StarLadder. Because there's still 5 people at the top and there's only place for 4. It's basically the case. And more importantly, if Virtus Pro would lose to 2 teams, I'm not gonna even go that far to speculate that way. Because there's a lot of people know, like, in theory, Navi still has a chance to go to Kiev. But in reality, it's really unlikely with all the games that still have to be played. With the only real big match between the top 4 heroes, top 4 teams, top 3 or top 5 teams, and it's gonna be a Virtus Pro vs Mouse Sports on Thursday.
Invisibility.
Invisibility picked up by the Earthshaker, who is level 4. Let's take a look at the levels. There's 2 level 4 still up on eL'Pride, with 1 level 4 only on 2 level 4s on RoX, and only 1 on eL'Pride. And they're gonna go for the for Dread. Needs an entangle, got an entangle on a Fisher and a Flare, and that is a kill, and that is gonna be Hakon picking it up actually. A bit more gold for him. Could have gone to Lolik though, like he could have used that. And got an entangle of course as well. Nice gank though. No ward coverage for the Radiant side apart from right this board here, but if you walk over the river then he won't be able to see it. So I've got Riku up against Sharvik again. Tough one to be at, because right now he just died of course against Sharvik. What is he gonna do? Like, what is the plan of eL'Pride? Do they want to just continue keeping their lanes and getting their heroes farmed up until the Lone Druid is ready to fight, until the Weaver is ready to fight as well? And then just go for 5-man push? Or do they actually want to go aggressive at some point and try and land some hooks? I think it's gonna be that 5-man strat. But if you're gonna go 5-man against the lineup from RoX, you gotta be ready to deal with the Illuminate as well as with the cooldown and the Dream Coil and everything. Second Roshan of the game. eL'Pride taking their chances. Of course, I mean, I think RoX should know that this is going on right now, considering, you know, that level 1 Roshan. It's quite obvious that the Roshan is gonna be up again 10 minutes into the game. But they're not doing anything about it. And they don't have any wards here either, like we saw earlier already. Android's actually doing okay with the gold. He is actually on par with the Clock and basically with any other hero apart from the Earthshaker. Nice Fisher. It's gonna be Sharvik that wants to do something there. Rocket Barrage going through, and it's actually Sharvik that goes down before anything else. Can they actually try to get something? I don't think so. Weaver picking up the Aegis and now going for it. Wants to go for Basil's. Is he gonna get support? Does he really want to fight this? I think so. Yol is gonna be the one that he wants to go for. Fisher will help out. One more hit and it's a Flare that does the job. Riku picking up a double kill.
Both accurate and precise.
In the meantime, Dread just sitting bottom, farming. Because he has to. He has to farm, as has the Lifestealer. They need to get that gold off. For them, it is pretty simple what they want to be doing. They're okay with waiting it out. In late game, they should be slightly ahead. So they're okay with playing it defensive for now. And then just trying to pick up what comes their way. Making good use of the mistake that eL'Pride makes. Then get kills from that one. Illuminates. Just harassment on the bird. That's it though. There goes a tornado. They really want to take this tower. They are 4-man in this. They're just trying to create some extra space for that Lone Druid perhaps in the bottom lane. Trying to force the Gyrocopter out of his lane. They're actually going to be able to do that. Puck picks up the Chen on the back end. We're going to see open wounds up on Hakon. He's still landing the Fisher, but he's so going to go down. There he goes. Massacre is going to go down as well. Age is already burned away. And that's going to be him reviving, and there's going to be a lot of disable for him. Dust is getting popped, and there's no hope for him. He is so squishy. triple kill for Sharvik on his puck.
Dire's structures are
And that's gonna be rather than a tower going the way of eL'Pride, it's gonna be a tower going the way of RoX. They do use Dread for it though, and in the meantime, it is gonna be Lolik that's gonna be laying down some harassment on Sharvik, who of course is looking for oh, he's still gonna get entangled, and he's actually gonna go down! Lolik gets himself a solo kill. In the meantime, on the mid lane, it is gonna be the Clockwork that still got picked off. Keeper of Light getting a kill. Everybody really low of RoX. What would you give right now for a Zeus? Quite a bit, quite a bit. Lolik did pick up a tower though, and the tower in the middle still stands. So in the end, not all bad for eL'Pride. I mean, yeah, they kind of lost that fight, but they got a tower and they got a kill, a solo kill for their lone druid, which is really nice for him because he needs that gold, and he actually purchased something. He's gonna go for an armlet on the bear, and that's gonna be another tower going down. And over the night, so that's all tier tower is gone on the side of RoX. And that gold graph will be dropping down for in a moment.
Radiant's top tower
Take on
is
level
under
7.
attack.
We just saw him use his Echo Slam for the first time, I think. Now Skirmishes for Aquila. Let's see what he's gonna go for. Is it gonna be still for Lincolns? I don't think that's the right choice. But we'll see. The reason I say that is because there's not that much single target that he really has to watch out for. He needs survivability and damage for his carry role later on. Maybe a BKB would be better. There is a lot of magical damage going through, and a lot of disable with that as well, as in the paralyzing cask and of course the dream coil.
Dire's top tower is under
Armor's
attack.
completed up on the bear. And he's just being left alone to farm here. This is dangerous though. We have seen what lone druid solo farming can do. In the meantime, Basil is farming his own jungle, also going for that armlet, and we still have Dread also farming. He's actually gonna go for the ancients, and he can do that. He picked up the helm of the Dominator. He's gonna be able to stack more ancients with that also. And we'll be just fine with that. And he's gonna be, yeah, like I said, he's gonna be okay with making it late game. It's kind of sad for them that they can't be finding any extra farm on the lanes though. Like no farm on the bottom lane, because they're apparently too afraid of that lone druid. And there is actually a ward here for the dire side, just to make sure that that lone druid is gonna get some safe farm. Got me seeing Ricky on the mid lane, he's farming there. All 3 lanes in the jungle is being farmed out by eL'Pride. So we do have Sharvik taking a bit of harassment from the Shikushi. Is she gonna be able to go for this? Dream coil hits. Here comes Joel, he still has the time lapse, of course. Dust goes off. Where's your time lapse? No time lapse, and he dies.
Not rise in my presence.
Silence, too powerful, and that is gonna be Sharvik's blink dagger ready. We're gonna have the gold graph going up slightly again. Going in favor of RoX. With that kill especially. And still finding the places to farm then apparently. Gonna have the experience graph telling a bit of the same story. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be fairly even. I mean, it dropped down when eL'Pride won a fight, and then eL'Pride lost a couple of heroes, and you know, now it's sitting around to 2,500 experience in favor of eL'Pride. But with the 7-7 difference in well, no difference then in kills, it's actually quite good to be ahead, because that means that all the experience that you have is gonna be from the fact that you just, you know, have overall more experience, not because you have more kills. Though it has to be said that kills that happen later on in the game mean, of course, more on the experience graph that kills that happen earlier on in the game. In the meantime, Lone Druid sitting by his tower, realizing that there's a lot of heroes missing from the map. And eL'Pride realizes that as well, and they're gonna go for this. Here comes Sharvik though, he wants to go for this together with Basil's Hakon. He's gonna land an Echo Slam, but he still goes down. Android gonna be waiting for the bear before he turns around. Sharvik gonna be trying to run away. Nice clockwork. Cogs gonna be getting the haste rune using the haste rune to get away. Android locked his head of recoil, and he is so gonna go down. Illuminate is not even needed for that. Nice entangle though up on Basil's. And this might be a kill, but the armlet toggling is just too much. Clockwork gonna come in from the side perhaps. Sitting at the ready, flare going through, here he comes. Power cogs, locked him inside, open wound, Basil's Don't walk outside the cogs, or do and get a kill. That would work as well. Urnchard's trying to help out. In the meantime, Lundra going down to the gyrocopter, and it is gonna be Basil that should be able to get a kill here, especially since his team is gonna come in to help him out. And there he goes, and oh, still the power cogs should just sit in there and wait until it's over. But a good fight for RoX. I mean, just a moment ago I said it was 7-7, and now all of a sudden 11-4. So 4 heroes going down on the side of eL'Pride. The only one that didn't go down was the one that wasn't there. It was Massacre, who's still farming on the top lane. By himself. Picked himself up a Blade of Leprosy. Might be going for Manta Cell first. For Yasha, we'll see. Would be interesting. I would like seeing that one actually. As I said, I'm not really a fan of the Lincolns in this case, so who knows? Maybe he's gonna be following my advice. So we're seeing Dread just continuing his farm. He has to be careful though. There's a Lone Druid hanging around here as well as an Earthshaker. And both teams seem to be at a bit of a comfortable position and just farming. Well, I think eL'Pride feels like they can't really do anything but farm. Oh, we have an infest, don't we? Yeah. And RoX, like I said, RoX is quite happy with the situation as it is, but eL'Pride, they kind of probably want to be doing something. Since they have got the Chen, the pushing power is there. Lone Druid, the split push is also definitely available for them if they really want to go for it, but they just can't find it. Invisibility rune for Puck. Sharvik already has a Gem of True set as well, so it will be yeah, it will be tough to deal with this. And he has of course got an infested Lifestealer. Could go for the Weaver. Blink forward, and that is gonna be Weaver going down. No chance to get away there. Sharvik getting his 7th kill of the game. He has been in 10 out of the 12 kills so far. Just saying.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
In the meantime, on the bottom lane, looks like we're finally gonna see eL'Pride going for a push, but it's only with 4 this time though, and they're gonna have to deal with 5 heroes of their opponent team. The only one they don't have to deal with for now is Basil, but he can just TP back soon. Oh, Hookin! He gets himself the Keeper of Light, but it's gonna be able to be, well, Keeper of Light's gonna be able to be safe. Pops his Ghost Scepter to stay alive through Yul's ulti. But Riku is gonna be able to, yeah, he's alive. In the meantime, cooldown coming down. Android locked inside a Dream Coil will drop, and the TP's out for the rest of eL'Pride will be enough to, or will it? There's a TP, but no! It is not enough! It is not enough to get into safety, and they die. 2 dead, with a surprisingly Clockwork surviving, the one who went in Rambo style.
Incoming!
1200 gold already up on Sharvik as well. I've got the gold graph going towards 0 line with these fights. And another infest. Sharvik is going to be having a buddy with him. I just realized that I have maybe a bit of issues with my voice, but we'll find out. As in, short breath. Short breath. My voice is working fine, but we'll see. Massacre, gonna get silenced, gonna go down. No, time lapse, this time in time. Maybe he's gonna be able to get away this time. It looks like he is. Close call for him though. And that's gonna be the cue for Basil to get himself a Dagon, or Dagon, what am I saying? Well, Dagon could work. But I kind of mean either an Orchid or an Abyssal Blade. I know that doesn't sound anything like Dagon, but I did mean those two.
Dire's middle tower is
Lolik in the meantime, 1k gold up. Hasn't got anything since his armlets. I kind of feel like eL'Pride, they are losing time here, losing ground. Even though this is gonna be their first tower that will drop, they are not getting out ahead of these engagements. They're not getting that farm that they want, or the split push that they want. And their Lone Druid and Weaver are just not that farmed. Especially if you compare that to Dread. Nice deny for Riku though. Oh, Massacre, is it really what you want to do? Hook misses, Courier flies through, doesn't matter. Yul is gonna be on very low life, but will be picked off anyway. Massacre time lapsing into Yul. Shikushing away. And it's gonna be 1 kill extra for eL'Pride. I mean, they're still definitely not out of this game, but I feel like they're slowly losing ground. And they should be trying to do something. Trying to go for an extra push or so. Or just trying to take the 3rd Roshan in the game. Since they can't do that, 3rd Roshan in 22 minutes. It happens sometimes. And again, RoX is not gonna contest this. I wonder when they're actually gonna try to do that. The cheese is also there, the Aegis and the cheese on the same hero. Oh, flare. And they're actually seeing that he didn't TP out, he has to run. Looking for that fissure, can't find it anymore. That's, by the way, a blink dagger up on Hakon. And Yasha up on Massacre, complete for him. And this is gonna be a lot of heroes on the bottom lane. And it's gonna be all actually with Lilac joining as well. So 5 heroes for eL'Pride on the bottom lane, 5 heroes for RoX. Sitting right behind the tower. And I say 5, I do mean 5, because Lilac got himself a buddy invested in him. Tower will already drop. Bear doing the works. Illuminate's gonna fly through. We still have, of course, the gem. Sharfik locked inside an ensnare. He can't go in with it. Sharfik wants to go though? No, he doesn't. He has got that initiation with the blink, but it looks like eL'Pride are finally doing what I thought they should be doing. Just trying to push, trying to get their advantage. And more important, like, even if they don't get any kills or something like that, they are forcing RoX to sit behind their towers and to defend at least their base, if not the tier 2s. And basically preventing them from farming up any more items, which is very nice because, yeah, I think they are, like I already said, they are kind of running out of options. We do have the Gyrocopter finishing up his butterfly. Look at this bear. Quite insane. Illuminate flying through, doesn't do anything anymore. Sharfik wants to go. There he comes. Whoa, look at that infest damage. Android's already gonna go down. Cold down gonna come down as well. There goes the Aegis gem on the floor. Look at Sharfik drops. It is gonna be Dread that's gonna be trying to get everybody back down. There goes the entangle, however. It is gonna be Sharfik that bought back, was able to help pick up the Weaver, Illuminate to help fly through, kill off the Lone Druid, and that's 5 heroes dead for eL'Pride. They started off so well. Killed off Sharfik and with only the cost of an Aegis, and all of a sudden Sharfik back. Fight was over. In the meantime, Basil was of course all the time just able to bash on everybody that he wanted, and he picked up himself a Minthra Hammer, so might be going for a Desolator as his next item. Got the Gem of True Sight from Sharfik, of course, who dropped it in the fight.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And 2,500 gold up on the Gyrocopter after that fight. 5 to 1 to 6. And not even the tier 2 tower taken down. This is the reason why they came here. Get that gold advantage. But a team wipe is pretty painful at this stage of the game. I mean, it's 25 minutes in and anything can still happen. But if you get a team fight against you now, and all the advantage that you got for yourself with the towers is basically gone after that, apart from 1 tower. It is really tough to take. It is really damn tough to take, and we're gonna see if they can get back from this one. They have got, I mean, the gold difference is not that big. It is still only 2k, which is really nothing. Massacre though, careful. Sharfik can of course try to blink in. There he goes. Dream Coil, Illuminate flying through. Hand of God helping out. Silence is still there, and he is gonna go in against it. Dream Coil just ran out, gonna go for Hardeep. Hardeep gonna drop. Massacre picking up the kill. Sharfik cannot blink with those spiders on him. Now he can blink actually, unless he has the Shikushi. And that is gonna be Sharfik on the run from Massacre. Massacre, can he find it fast enough? They realize where he is and he blinked himself away. So they know that he is there somewhere. Fisher missed. Need those swarms, and they saw that. They saw that. And they definitely see that.
Let the world end now.
Test
It
of faith.
matters not to
Android
By
picking
me.
up the kill. He's got himself this mechanism as well.
And it's off.
And with that pick off and with the knowledge that he doesn't have any buyback, they can push down to the tier 2. Unless RoX is gonna make them pay for it with 4 people alone. Hook in. Oh, whoa, Riku! You sure you want to do this? There's gonna be a curse that is not gonna hit anymore though. It's gonna be a nice Fisher actually blocking the entire fight. Cold, I'm coming down up on 3 now. That's one going down. Time lapse away for the Weaver, who's gonna get dusted up. Who's gonna get Chen that's already dying. And they will be able to pick up Massacre as well. Illuminate to fly through. He cannot escape. There is no time lapse. There is no hope. And Hakon gonna just land a Fisher to show his displeasure. And he's gonna try to TP out, but won't be able to do so. Gyrocopter ultra kill for Dread. 5,600 gold, and it's gonna be a heart that he wants to. Oh, actually, no, it's gonna be a satanic that he wants to go for. Who cares about Mantis style, right? Or Yasha's, the items that we normally see for the Gyrocopters. But that was an ultra kill purely because Lolik wasn't there for the fight. He wasn't there to die, and that was just 4 on 4 then. A 4-4 fight, and RoX just convincingly taking it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's gonna be Basil's picking up the tower gold. 2,400 gold up on him, and he already has got his Desolator, as said earlier. And they're rotating to the second tier 2. They're kind of turning eL'Pride's. Oh, again, Riku. This time he's gonna be able to kill him off, though, or is he? No, yes, he is. Okay, finally. There we go. Nice cogs blocking Dread out just like the Fisher. They can't really go into this unless they really want to force a fight, which could be the case if they feel like they're ahead by that much. Flak Cannon helping out. Satanic is actually ready. And they realize the Weaver is around there. Basil, of course, have got that gem. But he can't get away. Extra movement speed from Shikushi helping out, of course. 5 heroes. So RoX is kind of turning eL'Pride's lineup against them, basically by just pushing as hard as eL'Pride is. But then better because they also can take those fights while eL'Pride is not able to take those fights. 2 towers on either side left for the tier 2, so towers are even. Though I can definitely say that RoX is ahead. 5k gold in their favor with the experience graph for 14k. 14,000, which is really quite a bit. And we see that most of the experience is gonna be in that Gyrocopter. He's level 20 with the highest level up on eL'Pride, level 16. So Dread is gonna be the MVP of this game by the looks of it. Of course, I mean, he's not only ahead on heroes level. I mean, look at the difference between net worth. He's got double the amount of the highest farmer of eL'Pride. Double. That is... I mean, double. With 30 minutes in. So in the 30 minutes that Dread has farmed up against the Lone Druid has been getting less than Dread. And then not even just less, just half of it. And of course, I mean, the kills help out a lot. Because that Gyrocopter did go 916. So he's been involved in 15 out of the 23 kills. While the Lone Druid has just been sitting on the sidelines. He's been only in 3 out of the 15 kills. And he's actually died 3 times. So I guess that's a big difference there as well. But it's still very far ahead for RoX. And I feel like it's their game to lose right now. It's their game to give away. And there's no real big team fight ability apart from the Echo Slam upon eL'Pride. Like something like an RP or something. You can always turn a game around. That's just what an RP can do. Oh, why? Oh, that's why. Try to move the camera with the QWE keys. Doesn't work. Need arrows. Home missiles. We get the knife.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
The tower does go down. There's nothing that eL'Pride can do with this. Like I said, there's no big team fight apart from that Echo Slam. And they do have a Blink Echo Slam, but what then? You know that your opponent is not going to die for it. Better yet, one mechanism use and everybody's back to full HP again. Okay, for the last tier 2 tower. In the meantime, it is Yol that is hanging around in his in his jungle soon, but he's gonna either get recalled. Oh, just before he got the regen room. Lost Shane for him. That is gonna be the last tower to get picked off. Oh, Cogs. This time, not gonna be able to do anything with it. There goes Yol though, pops the ulti. Is he gonna be doing enough damage for Lolik? Hook in, up on Dread. Look him in the cogs. No cooldown coming down. Dread taking a lot of damage now, and Dread actually going down just like the Keeper of Light. Now Yol's gonna get dropped. Double kill for Massacre. Can they find Sharvik as well? And Basil's still alive. The only two left for RoX. Are they gonna get chased? Yes, they are. Here they come. Can they find them? Blink forward. No Fisher, cause silence, and there is another kill for Sharvik. They might try to turn this around. Bashes hit, cause there is a basher. It is gonna be a nice cogs blocking down the clock, and that is gonna be Basil's also going down. Test of faith on Sharvik must have hit for almost max damage. Gem of Truth on the floor, and all of a sudden, team wipe on the side of RoX. With a team fight that was kind of split up for RoX, so that's gonna be the one that hurt them. They went for the courier. Actually, no, it was eL'Pride that actually got the courier, so they just weren't prepared. RoX was not prepared to take a fight, and they paid for it. Clear and simple. And you see Massacre's Manta style being complete. And Riku has got his blade mail. That should have definitely helped there as well. He's got 2k gold in his inventory again, and instantly, like with that team wipe. They don't only get the team wipe and a bit of farm after that for free. No, they get the mind game going. Now RoX will be more careful. Like RoX has a lineup that doesn't necessarily need to push, so that is okay for them. And they're probably gonna play it a bit extra safe, knowing that eL'Pride can still take them out that fast. And that's of course a big asset for eL'Pride, because they need more time to farm up their Lone Druid as well as their Weaver. Lone Druid picks himself up a Ghost Scepter to survive against that Lifestealer. And against the Gyrocopter, actually both work out very well. While the bear has nothing else but the Hyperstone and the Armlet. And they're actually rotating middle, not sure why. There's gonna be a Roshan soon again though, and this time it might actually go to RoX. And let's see if eL'Pride's gonna try to defend that. They of all people should know that this is going on. They have taken the previous 3, and they're gonna go in. Here comes the Weaver from the back, thinking about it. It is Hakon that jumps in first with an Echo Slam. Riku to follow. It is gonna be Ori Hakon that drops. Can he buy back though? No, he cannot. Radiant still gets the Aegis as well as the Roshan. Cheese gets picked up by the bear though, and Basil's gonna clean out some illusions. Cooldown coming down. Dread getting an entangle. It's gonna be giving eL'Pride the chance to back out. No further kills apart from Yol and the Earthshaker, so an even trade on the supports. Blink forward for Sharvik. He's infested with the Lifestealer, looking for a kill. He doesn't have his gem anymore though. Massacre is trying to do something from the sidelines. As Android is just gonna get picked up to pieces. Time left for Massacre, who's gonna get mana leaked. Gonna be standing around waiting to be able to Shikushi himself away again, and he's gonna be able to be safe. And the rest of RoX now backing off, still getting an extra kill on the board with the Chen. But not that bad for eL'Pride. They could have lost a lot more, but the most important thing is, of course, the Aegis. Picked up by Basil's. And he has got himself that one. Of course, I mean, not all bad, not all bad. The cheese was on the bear, but the bear actually, yeah, there it is. The cheese is on the Lone Druid. So they do get something. It was, of course, the 4th Roshan. Yes, the 4th Roshan. Am I saying that right? Yes, I am. So there was cheese. And the Gem of Truth I picked up again, this time by Hardy. And he also got a mechanism for his team. Yol. Earn charge. Let's see if we missed some more items. Dread in the meantime. Gonna go for an MKB, hopefully. Or at least that's what we would be expecting. He can, of course, still go for a Man Style if you or for a Rapier if he really wants to. But he's actually gonna go for Deadless instead. So no MKB, just Deadless. And Sharvik in the meantime, he's got himself Blink Dag and he's going for a Sheepstick. If that Weaver or Lone Druid gets too big, they need to be able to deal with him. They need to be able to turn him into a Piglet. And they're gonna be doing it with Sharvik's side device. Massacre in the meantime, we already saw his item, but he also got 3,300 gold right now. Where are they going? like there is a moment like RoX. They now have picked up all the outer towers of eL'Pride, so if they want to continue going for stuff, they should pick up the tier 3s. And that's not something that you just go do, because tier 3s are of course, you know, in your enemy's base, so you're gonna get a bit more resistance for it than resistance against it than if you're gonna go for the kills in the tier 2s. So what is their game plan right now? Are they gonna be trying to go for 5-man Dota still and just try to siege a base? Or are they gonna be trying something else, but maybe smoking up and trying to pick off a couple of heroes and then go for the base? That could of course be a very logical reply to that. In the meantime, talking about smoke gangs, eL'Pride decided to use Massacre as bait. Looks like Sharvik realizes something like that was going on though. He's gonna get recalled. Looks like there's also gonna be a smoke up for RoX. We of course already saw the smoke in the inventory of both the Keeper of Light and the Witch Doctor. Never mind, they're not even gonna smoke. They're just gonna say, "Hey guys, we're top. Come fight us if you dare." And I think they dare. They definitely dare. That flat cannon though does force them back quite heavily. The Deadless, so much damage going through fortification helping out. There it goes, hook in. It's gonna be Basil's, that's gonna be the Aegis gone. Cooldown coming down though, here comes Riku. Can he do something? He already popped his Blade Mill, doing a lot of damage to Yul with that, but it doesn't really matter because the mechanism heals him back up. Lolik, he's gonna take some damage still from the curse, but he will be safe. Blinking Echo Slam. Is that gonna be enough damage? It's just Hakon here. Hakon, what you gonna do now? Hope and wounds. He gets stunned by the Keeper of Light and killed off by the Keeper of Light as well. Although I don't think the Mana Leak really made that big of a difference. And there's gonna be Massacre, gonna be getting a stun and a kill for his opponent team on him. And that is the barracks going down. RoX. Very convincing in this game so far. I don't think that, I'm not sure how eL'Pride's gonna get back from this. Alone Druid is still alive. He needs some really good entangles and need to get really lucky. Like normally if you're this far behind, you know, you have something that you can still bank on. Like if you go for a late game that you would win, though that is not entirely certain if you're gonna be up against a Gyrocopter and a Lifesteer. Or if you're gonna be having some major big team fight potential up your sleeve with a Magnus or something like that, but they don't have that. And I don't think they're gonna be able to come back from that, so would not be surprised to see GG getting called out, especially since RoX is just bashing on barracks and towers like it's nothing. Even though the lanes are pushed out completely for the rest on the bottom and top lane, middle and top. But that is gonna be mega clips already. Who can steal? They want to kill off Yul. Well, that is a support Witch Doctor on the side. Basil's still going down as well though. That is something, but Dread, he doesn't care about that. He is gonna kill off everybody if he has a chance. Picked up the Chen. Is gonna be able to pick up the Clockwork. Double kill for Lolik in the meantime. The GG well played goes out. And it's gonna be RoX that gets themselves 3 extra points to their name. And as said, that was a team that actually needed that to still be safe. Still be safe and not gonna be dropped down to Pro Series or Star Series. So RoX new lineup, looking very strong. But I have to say, looking very strong for the next season of StarLadder Star Series. Because this season, they are not gonna go to Kiev. They're gonna have to let it pass. And they are gonna have to wait until Season 6 for StarLadder Star Series. Anyways, my name is Sheever. If you want to support me, you can do so by subscribing to my YouTube on youtube.com/SheeverGaming. You can also follow me on twitter.com/SheeverGaming, or like me on facebook.com/SheeverGaming, or follow me on twitch.tv/SheeverGaming, SheeverGaming. And on also twitch.tv/SheeverGaming, but then a subscribe button is there also. Wow, that's everything. And the Rain Rapier up on the Gyro still. That's why he had a rampage. But yeah, let's jump ourselves into the next game. It's gonna be the number 1 up against the number 16. No Tidehunter versus Foda for StarLadder Star Series. Stick around for that one, and I will be right back.